You wanna be at the top? Inshallah. Are we the cream of the crop? Inshallah. You gotta rock till you drop. Inshallah. Cause believers never stop. Yeah. MashaAllah. Come on.
All right. Assalamu alaikum, everybody. This is Deen TV, always on, always live. Your brother Naeem Muhammad with Believers in Motion. And as we said, we've been here at the Masjid Convention here in Chicago, meeting community members, activists, and people who are doing great works. And I'm here with my good brother. Assalamu alaikum. What's your name again?
Nader.
Nader, brother Nader. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me.
All right, one of our producers for the studio is telling us about this project you have for your organization, Islam by Touch. Can you tell me a little bit about it?
Sure. You know what? I think it's best to start at the beginning.
Okay, excellent.
So I'm legally blind.
Okay.
And just to explain that means that I have some vision, but it's very limited.
Okay.
So what you would see from 200 feet, I would see from 20 feet.
Oh, wow.
Okay. And my wife, may Allah reward her, she's totally blind.
Oh,
and she's a revert to Islam. She came to Islam about 12 years ago.
Okay.
Now, the one issue that we faced, her being totally blind, coming into Islam, alhamdulillah, she understood the basics of it, but she wanted to learn more.
Right.
So we looked high and low for accessible literature on Islam.
Right.
Something in Braille.
Okay.
And we couldn't find anything 12 years ago.
Okay.
Just recently, fast forward some time, we have kids, alhamdulillah.
MashaAllah.
And my wife homeschools. She has a degree in early childhood education.
Okay.
And we homeschool our kids, and she wanted to get more in touch with the deen, more religious.
Okay.
We're like, hey, you know what? Let's look again. Maybe there's something there. 12 years is a long time, right?
Yeah, 12 years later.
Subhanallah, nothing still available.
No way.
Nothing at all.
No way.
So
wait a minute, just in this country or just period? When you guys
general.
are searching the internet all over the world.
All over the world. I mean, now don't get me wrong. I'm not gonna say that there's absolutely nothing.
But you couldn't easily find something.
It's not very easily accessible, and it's not for free.
Okay, exactly. Okay.
So what we did was, by the will of Allah, Allah inspired us to start our organization, Islam by Touch.
Okay.
And our overall goal is to make Islam accessible to the blind community.
Okay.
So
what would you say, like, if you're talking about, I mean, maybe you don't have all the statistics,
of
but
course,
what would you say, what percentage of the community are you talking about? You think that would benefit from something like that?
I think the entire community can benefit for two reasons.
Okay.
Number one, it's estimated that there is over 10 million blind people in North America alone.
Okay.
So if we do the figures, and let's say half of 1% of that is Muslim, it's about 50,000 people, right?
Right.
So that's the 50,000 people that we can benefit, that are born and raised in this country, that don't have someone to teach them Arabic Braille to read the Mus'haf, where they can get the message of Islam and learn their deen.
Right.
But then we have the remaining 10 million blind people
that
no one is giving da'wah.
Exactly.
No one is giving da'wah to these people.
Okay.
So the goal is, inshallah ta'ala, to, and this is what I have in my hand. This is actually volume 10 of the Sahih International Translation of the Qur'an in Braille.
Okay.
So as you can see, it's a pretty thick book. Right?
Okay.
I'll open it up for you guys so you guys can look. It's hard to actually see the dots,
Okay, I can feel it though.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because that's how it's supposed to be used.
Absolutely, yes.
Okay, excellent.
So the thing is it takes 10 volumes just to make one book that you could fit in your backpack.
Really?
So the goal, inshallah ta'ala, is our main project right now is to produce these. We're producing them ourselves, me and my wife. That's it. We don't have a board. We don't have anything like that. We have Allah's help. That's it. So to produce these and to distribute them all across North America to every masjid we can put it in, every blind person's hand we can put it in.
I think every library. I mean, this would be an amazing
every organization
resource
for the blind, because this is the thing that really gets me.
Can I hold it? Can I?
Absolutely, it's further. Well, this is the thing that really gets me is that, we are the Muslims. We're the champions of da'wah.
Right.
No one talks more about da'wah than the Muslims do. And yet, our Christian counterparts have a Braille Bible in every form and fashion for free, available for the masses.
Right.
And we have nothing to give and show.
And in general, I mean, oftentimes we go in the community that we are way behind when it comes to the many different resources. Only quite recently, I know I'm very familiar with the group, the Global Deaf Muslims.
Yes, absolutely.
And they are coming into more prominence now, having deaf interpreters working at the conventions and
Yes,
the
yes.
conferences.
Same thing with Muhsin. You know, Muhsin's also putting in a lot of effort to assist the disabled community as a whole.
Right. So that's amazing that we're finding different things. So you're starting out like, so how many juz would you say you guys completed
So far we have completed 6 volumes.
Okay, excellent.
Of the so it's
6 out of the 30 or
6 volumes out
Okay.
of the 10 that takes the whole thing.
Oh, okay,
So
okay.
at a juz we're talking about 18 are completed.
MashaAllah.
So inshallah ta'ala, the goal is to have everything complete, the full transcription into Braille by the end of February. And what we're doing is we actually are trying to put a goal here at the convention, is to have at least 100 brothers and sisters sponsor a full Qur'an,
Okay.
so that we can distribute 100 within 2017.
How much was the sponsorship to do something like
the
this?
full translation of the Qur'an in Braille is $250.
$250.
Yes.
Oh.
So
and how? I mean, it was $250 to purchase one, or is it?
it's you know
the
what,
services that you had to like.
this is the beauty of it.
Right.
We're not charging for these books.
Wow.
We want to distribute these to Masjid for free, because 75% of the blind community live at or below the poverty level.
Wow.
So we have to take care of our blind brothers and Muslims, you know, our blind brothers and sisters in Islam and in humanity.
And exactly.
You know?
This is amazing, man. I mean, I wouldn't even think about this as a concept of needing and I guess and funny. This kind of reminds me the Denzel movie, the
Book of Eli.
The Book of Eli,
Yeah,
right? Because
yeah.
they were like guys were running around and then at the end of the movie, spoiler alert, that they find out it was that was actually a Braille Bible.
And actually,
so you need to go do the Muslim version
you know
of the
what
Book of Eli.
That's
The
it.
guy's like running around.
Book of Ali.
Yeah. That would be awesome.
You know, and you know, to be honest, that's not the
Mashallah.
Bible. The Bible is about 50 volumes in Braille.
Yeah. Oh my God.
It's not that one book he was carrying around.
Oh man.
You know.
So man, so then okay. So say like, what is your ultimate dream when it comes to completing? Do you see yourself going into doing like like Sahih Bukhari and all these and moving?
Absolutely.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
The beginning is the Sahih International Translation, because we all know that's one of the, if not the most, one of the most reliable translations that we have available.
Okay.
So to put that everywhere we can in North America and then across the world, inshallah ta'ala.
Okay.
And then moving on to books of hadith,
Right.
books of seerah,
Right.
children's books is something we really want to go into.
Since-
Because if we start at the young age making, you know, whether it be parents of blind kids or blind parents with their kids, you know, attaching kids to this deen, this is how we grow as a community. You know what I mean?
Amazing. So if people wanted to know more about this, where could they go to support? If they wanted to donate, if
Absolutely.
they wanted to, where would they go to?
You can go to islambytouch.com.
Okay.
That's our website, and you could also visit us on Facebook. Just go on the search bar, type in Islam by Touch.
Okay.
And there's a donate button, and like I said, 250 sponsors, a full set. But please give whatever you can and spread the word.
So
That's really what we need.
250 sponsors at what dollar amount did you need them at?
$250 sponsors like all 10 volumes, right?
Okay.
So that covers the production, the distribution, the materials.
And how many people are you looking to do 250? You're saying 250 people.
$250.
Okay.
I mean, you know, over here in Masjid, we're trying to get 100 to sponsor.
Okay. How many people are you looking to try to get sponsored while we're here at this convention?
Well, we're here at this, the 100 people we're trying.
Inshallah,
You know?
Allah, make it easy for you guys to do this.
Inshallah
Before we wrap up, though, because we do have to wrap up at the time, I want to know, like, for our communities, if we're, like I said, I'm very familiar with the brothers at GDM.
Yes.
But what can we do to make our communities? This is one way to make our Masjid more accessible to the blind community. What are some other suggestions would you give to Masjid community members, even people who do programs like this, to make things more accessible?
Actually, it's funny. You know, me and my wife, we talk about this a lot.
Okay.
So one thing is for example, I think Masjid should have like 2 or 3 canes available in the office.
Okay.
So that when a blind brother and sister walks in, they don't have to rely on someone else to guide them. They can guide themselves.
Right.
Another thing is I think we kind of need to lift the stigma on guide dogs.
Okay.
You know?
Wow.
You know, guide dogs is a big issue within the Muslim community.
Wow.
And I think we really need to get awareness on how helpful and how necessary these animals are for these people, because you give them independence, you know?
Right.
And we have to remember, this is a creation of Allah.
Right.
Allah created this creation to assist you know, the
Mashallah.
creation of humanity. You know,
You're lifting. You're lifting. You know, you're really bringing things I'm not even have thought of at any point. And thank you so much for bringing this to us. I mean, it's really eye-opening. I mean, no pun intended, but just really. I mean, but really, man. I mean,
of course.
people don't think about this in their day-to-day life, and it's good. And we're glad that you came on Dean TV. Again, like he said, we're saying it's Islam by Touch, islambytouch.com.
You want a tagline?
Yeah, okay, you got a tagline?
Check
for
it
us?
out.
Okay.
Guidance to the straight path, one dot at a time.
There it is. There it is. There it is. MashaAllah. Thank you, brother, for being on Dean TV.
Jazakallah khair. Thank you
And
for
the best
having
of luck for you guys. And we need to get. I'm gonna get over there, inshallah, to your booth and see what I can do. My little bit of money and put it towards the cause.
Inshallah.
All right. Thank you, everybody, watching Dean TV. Always on, always live.
This Dean TV video was made possible in part by Islamic Relief, working together for a better world,
by Recycle Processing Incorporated,
and by Guidance Residential, the #1 Islamic home financer in the U.S.